Last week, we looked at a rugby journey from a grassroots perspective and how the game is developing in popularity among the young. The journey now continues as this week we focus our attention to center stage, the HSBC COBRA 10s, where we take a look at the big boys of rugby. Teams from all over the world fly to Malaysia to compete for this annual prestigious rugby title. Stay tuned for half an hour for hard-running rugby, bone-crunching tackles of world-class stature that personifies the sport. This year's competition would not have been possible without the sponsorship of HSBC. HSBC has always associated themselves with excellence, and because the ethos of the game is all about teamwork, fitness, fun, and tradition, HSBC were very willing to work with COBRA to bring 10s rugby to Malaysia.
I think a number of things, but particularly when you look at rugby, it's about teamwork, it's about leadership, it's about tactics, but a lot more than that. You just look outside here, it brings people from all sorts of backgrounds and cultures, different countries together. As a World's Local Bank, we're delighted to do our little bit to help that happen, bringing people together from different backgrounds and giving them the chance to enjoy life together. It's a great opportunity.
10s rugby is quite different to the 15-man code. There is more space to run, so the athletes need to be relatively quick and mobile. Games are played in 2 15-minute halves, and don't forget, most of these players play during their winter season. In Malaysia, there is no such thing as winter. So the players need to acclimatize very quickly to the hot and humid conditions. But many rugby experts believe that for a rugby player to reach their pinnacle of the sport, playing the 10-man code is very much part of the rugby journey. The traditional favourites for the COBRA 10s tournament is the Penguins from the United Kingdom.
How do you fare your chances this year?
I think this year is going to be similar to last year in terms of, apart from when we played Natal, every game could have gone either way. We only were winning by 3 points, 5 points in all the pool games, and then in the quarterfinal and the semi-final as well. And I don't see it being any different this year. It's going to be very hard to win.
The COBRA 10s is also about giving back to the game. The players get a chance to participate in a number of rugby clinics during the week to try and help improve the young local Malaysian talent. As we can see, the boys get a lot of exposure and enjoyment in getting some international coaching.
Really to encourage them to come and play rugby. It's not a brutal sport, it's actually a great sport to play, and if we can encourage more kids to play it around the world, the better for the game.
One of the great things about rugby is that you get a chance to travel the world and enjoy the sport. For some of these players and coaches, this is their very first time in Malaysia, and based on what we can see, they are definitely enjoying the culinary and hospitality delights of our great country. But for the players and officials who have been here before, this is a chance for them to catch up with old friends and rivals and also get a chance to enjoy the Malaysian delights. And what better time to do it than visit Malaysia year 2007.
And how about the food and the shopping expectation?
Well, shopping, Chinatown, magic place. Magic. And the food, what I like about it too is that when we come here, we always try the food. But I'm a big curry man.
Well, I think they're probably using it as a bonding thing for teams to come away.
Right.
You get players away.
The overseas trip.
Overseas trip, and it's a great place to come. Asia's a great place to come to.
Many of the pundits are predicting that it is going to be a two-horse battle between the Natal Doikers from South Africa and the Penguins from the United Kingdom. But New Zealand powerhouses Canterbury fancy their chances as well.
How do you feel about your first time in this tournament?
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. The heat, like today, it's amazing. It's like about 28, 29 degrees, and I think that's going to be the hardest hurdle, really. Just the lungs are going to be hurting for 20 minutes, 10 minutes each way. So it's going to be a bit of fun though. Looking forward to it.
Are you using 10s rugby as a development for the 15-man game, or is this very much fun, camaraderie, and just a good end of season tour?
Something that's very, very new to us in New Zealand. We haven't played a lot of 10s. There's a club competition, but that's about it. But yeah, we're just trying it out and seeing how it goes, and hopefully it's something that Canterbury can get involved in each year.
And Hayden, how do you find the 10s game compared to the 15-man game, being a big lock forward yourself?
Oh mate, it's just running everywhere, Like in 15s you can kind of cruise sometimes, but in 10s, mate, you can't cruise. You just got to be flat tack the whole time, and yeah, it's awesome, because you get to have the ball in your hand more, and there's more room as well. So there's ups and downs as well. So looking forward to getting out there and running around with the ball, really.
After day one, favourites Penguins top Pool A with 6 points, followed by the Borneo Eagles. Both teams proceeding to the Cup quarterfinals, while in Group B, Mendoza of Argentina and the Natal Doikers qualify for the Cup competition. In Group C, tournament favourites Mary St. Joseph's and Ponsonby Ponies move on to the Cup stage. In this group, debutants Canterbury and home favourites COBRA qualify to the Cup stage.